In video 6, we showed you how to change the colour of a symbol. We took the red jumper and changed it to green, and then we used F11, or the cat to Sam button here, to change the text attached to that to green jumper. And we promised in that video that we would show you how to make those changes permanent so that you could use them again. What I've done here is to do exactly the same thing as was done in video 6. And we have green jumper here attached to this image, which was made by modifying the red jumper using the palette icon. Now, what we want to do now is to be able to save that so that whenever I type green jumper for any future document, that image will appear. And that is the purpose of a word list. A word list is a file that stores extra links between words and images. Those extra links are over and above those provided by the symbolizer and are mostly those personal to what you want to do. So having done this, what we now need to do is to save this information to a word list, and then we will have it to use in the future. To do that, we go to Symbols, Word Lists, and Save Word List Changes. Symbols, Word Lists, and Save Word List Changes. The dialog box will appear, and on the left-hand side you can see the changes that we've made. What we did first was to take the word jumper, which was coloured red, and change it to be green. So we have the possibility, if I click on this, of having the green jumper attached to the word jumper. That was the first thing that we did. The second thing was that we then used F11 to change the text underneath the picture of the green jumper to read green jumper. So we also have green jumper attached to this image. So in this document we have jumper attached to the green image and green jumper. On the right hand side here we have a list of word lists, and you will always have a folder here, a file here called user word lists. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to select that word list and we're going to add our entry to it. I'm only going to put green jumper there. I don't particularly want to have an extra colour for jumper, let's say, so I'm only going to put green jumper there. When I click add now, green jumper will disappear from here, and in this user word list, green jumper will be stored for future use. Now it's important to realise that this user word list is always there. It's your own word list for your machine when you are logged on. It's not usable by anybody else, except unless they were logged on as you. It's a personal word list to you. But now, whenever I reuse the computer and type green jumper in a new document, green jumper will appear. And we can check that that is the case. So I click OK here. I'll go to close this document. I'm not going to save it. I'm going to make a new document, and I'm going to type I now have a green jumper, and that there is ready to use. The green jumper appeared when I typed those words. So now on this machine, whenever I load a new document, that user word list has stored the green jumper, and green jumper will be available for me to type. An important thing to know is that if I save a document with the word green jumper in, and I take that to a brand new machine which has never had green jumper on it before, then what will happen is that on that new machine, when I go to Symbols, Word Lists, and Save Word List Changes, then that word, green jumper, would appear here, so that that could be saved to the user word list on that new machine. So the user word list is personal to you. If you take a document containing something that's in a user word list to another machine, you will have the option of adding that new link on that new machine to their user word list. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to.